Hi. To make money in real estate, it takes money, it takes patience, it takes understanding. Or can we do it in a simpler way? Watch till the end for some takeaways on effectively implementing some strategies we talk about in this episode today. In this episode, we will get into three main ways of making money from real estate. Number one, diversify along with other holdings, other assets. Number two, make great amount of wealth with concentrated investing in real estate. And number three, switch between different assets and make money in real estate. A basic understanding of asset classes would be extremely useful here. So there are 5 main asset classes that we have. Number 1 being equities or the stocks. Number 2 being debt. Number 3 is commodities. And number 4 cash, and number 5 real estate. And how do you define an asset class? An asset class happens to have similar characteristics, and the assets within that asset class behave in a similar manner. That's how you define an asset class. This understanding has a lot of ramification when it comes to how the assets would behave in different market situations and external impetus in the economy. For example, increase in interest rates could impact one asset class positively, whereas the same increase can impact another asset class very negatively. To really gain from the knowledge of asset classes in real estate, there are 2 main points we can highlight here. Number 1, the correlation that real estate happens with other asset classes. Now, historically, real estate happens to have a low correlation with other asset classes. So it makes it a great diversification tool. And number 2, there are different cycles for different asset classes. So what that means is that when one cycle happens, the other cycle may be at a different stage altogether. So equities may be rising, but the debt market may be falling. Or real estate could be rising and equities could be falling, and so on. A real estate investor can have 3 types of approaches to investing in property markets. Number 1, he can have an extremely concentrated portfolio for a long time on real estate, and he keeps switching between different real estate assets. So this would be geographically located in a different place, or this could be a type of it, for example, between residential or commercial and so on. That could be the first strategy. The second strategy could be more opportunistic, where the person does not want to put money in real estate if the overall macro environment is not conducive. So the person probably switches between different assets depending on which cycle is playing out at that time. If equities is rising, one may put equities investments, and then when the equities happen to peak out according to that person, the money may be shifted onto another asset, for example real estate. There is also a third strategy which could suit a person who wants to play extremely safe and does not really feel comfortable in betting on which asset is going to move first or which asset is playing out at the current scenario. In that case, the real estate asset can be used as a fantastic diversification tool. So in a portfolio which could comprise of equities, bonds, cash and commodities, real estate could play an extremely important part in diversifying the portfolio, because real estate does not have a great correlation with other asset classes. In fact, the real estate correlation with other assets is pretty low. Now, REITs are instruments which can happen to fit into all these 3 strategies. Number 1, for the purpose of concentrated investing, one could have a combination of direct real estate investing as well as REITs, which invest in commercial real estate. Number 2, one could switch between different assets far more easily. When it comes to properties, REITs are very much liquidable, unlike direct real estate. Third, if you need to have diversification in portfolio, then you are naturally limited by the bulk money involvement in real estate. In that case, direct real estate can easily be substituted by REIT investing. So REIT investing can fulfill the three purposes of diversification, concentrated investing, as well as switching between different assets in terms of cyclical investing in different asset classes. And this is where REITs, which invest in commercial real estate, can give the investors a lot of flexibility and options. To know more about REITs, log on to our website www.reitspro.com. To know more, we would also recommend you two great books on real estate investing as well as REITs, which are given in the links below.